Hello everybody, what's up? It is time for Shokugeki no Souma Chapter 122 review. If I sound a little more monotone than usual, it's because I woke up not so long ago, but I do have to get this done. So it's finally translated, and the first thing I gotta say is I think my phone is ringing because I fucking called it. um, I did not say it in my last review, but I did put it in the comment section of, I believe it was Charles's Anime World's video, was that we might have Tadakoro jump ship from Onishiki and come over to Soma's side. And what do you know? She jumped ship on Ishiki and went to Soma's side. Um, it's interesting because we basically had the two big pairings got teased, at least a little bit of a tease in this chapter, because again, Soma is cooking for Erina, and she's no objections this time. She's just casually tasting his stuff and giving him pointers. So as much as I don't like Erina, like at least back in the day, she's at least getting better to the point where she's not constantly harassing Soma over every little detail that he does. So I think this is a good thing for Sukada Yuto to do, as long as the pairing doesn't work out, which it seems like it will, but at the same time, uh, we also had Tadakoro's tease too, where they're just kind of staring at each other, and then she just blushes like, "Oh shit, I just blurted that out," like crap. But it was great because obviously Soma accepted. He knows Tadakoro is a great chef, and so obviously he accepted without hesitation. Um, Especially, we don't even know what she can do after the Stagiaire period. Is that how you say it? I don't know. But we don't know. Like, I'm sure she's even better than in the selection. Which, in the selection, she nearly beat Kurokiba. So, the fact that she was able to do that means that even after this training, there's no way she's not going to be helpful. Uh, what else? Oh, and I was talking about the pairing teas, of course. Because I know a lot of people are saying uh, the fact that Erina is now tasting his stuff more and more about uh, what Joichiro said about uh, cooking for somebody like all the time and shit like that. But you also have to realize that he's done that for Tadakoro since the beginning of his Polar Star stay, because in his basically in the beginning she was tasting all his stuff. Um, Obviously, when they worked together during the training camp, she tasted a lot of his things. Pause on that. Um, when in the Shokugeki against Subaru, yes, Erina tasted his beef stew once. I'm going I'm going back to the beef stew jokes. Oh my gosh, you guys remember that shit from back in the day? Um, Megumi tried more of the beef stew, so I don't know. She tried the chaplain steak or whatever. Um, he's cooked. So the point I'm trying to make is he's cooked more for Tadakoro than he's cooked for Erina. Okay, he's only cooked for Erina 3 times. The beginning against Subaru, and then now. He's cooked for Tadakoro countless times. Okay, already in this manga. So um, I think that point is kind of moot because there are girls that he's cooked for more, specifically Megumi. Um, and now let's talk about Alice real quick. Alice, Kurokiba, and Hayama on the same fucking team. that is a brilliant move by Yuto. Um, just because I mean the it closed, so it doesn't look like Hayama could run his own stando. Um, but Alice was kind enough to get him on his team, get him on her team, and it's great that one of the last in that last page where she's dragging Kurokiba and is pulling Hayama by the arm. This is why I like Alice a lot because she's too funny. She's like the girl version of Soma at this point, but she has her own quirks that differentiate for her from Soma, which is nice. It's Alice is awesome. Um, and then the last page again, like Soma having the reaction at the end of last week, she has a reaction in this week where Hayama's like, "But our shot location is the main street, not the same as either of them." And then she's like, "What did you say?" It's Yuto is, and then Shunseki, of course, the artist who drew it to perfection. Just the reactions for Soma and Alice are just too funny. Um, I say this every time, but it doesn't get old. Um, and then of course Nikumi is still willing to help out because she's also hungry for more of Soma's beef stew. I'm sorry, I'll stop. Um, and can I say that Kuga is even more feminine looking than Hayama when Shanseki first started drawing Hayama? The first time I saw Hayama, I thought he was a girl. But as time has passed, he started drawing Hayama a little bit more manly. Um, started giving him his his face was a lot more manly as like he kept drawing Hayama. Kuga, I still don't see it. I accept that Kuga is a man by now, but it just does not look like it at all. Um, those eyes are so feminine, it's not even funny. And that face, like that first page, just does not scream man at all. And by the way, Soma looks awesome in that first page, that kung fu page. He looks sick in that, of course. But Shunseki always draws Soma either awesome or hilarious. So, moving on. Is there anything else I need to talk about? I talked about Nikumi slightly. It's not too important. I talked about Erina. Of course, Hisako's there. She doesn't. I mean, she's fine with Soma at this point. Um, she's not just running up and going Yuki, that's Soma every time she sees him anymore. I talked about Tadakuro. I mean, she's trying to help. Oh, yeah. The spicy thing. That's something that I do have to talk about briefly, and that the fact that the spicy, basically Kuga's cooking is like one specific area of uh, Japan. It's like uh, Szechuan, Szechuan. I don't know how to pronounce that, but um, anyway, it's basically like this explosive spiciness, but it's also like an addictive type of thing where they just cannot stop eating it. Which is I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It does make sense because spicy cooking can, in fact, become addictive to some people. I think, just based on the science of it. Um, I'm not too sure about it because I don't like spicy food, but I'm very picky when it comes to eating. But I don't know if Soma's gonna do the same. It looks like he's trying to like match Kuga like tit for tat, but we'll see. I think he's gonna come up with his like the lesson he just learned was his own cooking from Shinomiya, uh, from his period, like, and from losing the selection was the fact that it was his cooking. Um, so basically, what I think he's going to learn from this Chinese cuisine is that he's going to see what Kuga's doing. He's going to see what everybody else is doing, but he's going to employ techniques that will make Chinese his cooking. He's going to make like Yukihira style diner dishes are that basically spell out Yukihira Selma, proverbially, of course, not literally. So I think that's going to be the case. So I don't think he's going to go for like the spicy. There might be slightly spicy, you never know, but I think more likely than not, it's going to be, um, as you say, it's going to be different. It's going to be unique, creative, because that's what Soma is. He's very creative. He's unique. He uses what he has and makes something new out of it. So that's it, guys. This chapter was really good. I really enjoyed this chapter. It was also a setup chapter, but at the same time, uh, the art was amazing as usual. I liked everything that happened. It gave me a genuine smile. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next week.